my neck hurts, and my back hurts, and my wrist hurts. So behind me is a crochet net full of yarn. And I haven't been in it in a while, and I thought something would be cool, make more space for my more exciting projects I have planned, is to make a stash buster blanket. I've made 2 of them before. I'll show you in just a minute. But I think I'm just gonna make a tacky, they're always tacky, a tacky stash buster blanket. So let me show you the ones I've already made. So these are my stash buster blankets. As you can tell, this one is considerably larger. This was the first one I made with yarn that I got. It was like a local craft store that was going out of business, and she just gave me totes of yarn. So this one's hideous, but it's massive. And this one was like my spring themed Afghan, because it's like pink and purple and very Eastery. Yeah, I just took it off the Afghan rack. It was on display because it's springtime. So I'm gonna make another one of these with what I have remaining. And I don't even really know what's up there, so it might be really, really tacky. So I'm gonna start with this little ball of purple, which was actually supposed to belong to a blanket I was making my fiance, like when we first started dating a couple of years ago. But it's big enough now that this amount of yarn it's not even gonna matter. So I'll just go buy new yarn for that later. So I'm gonna use it with this project. I'm using a 5.5 millimeter hook because I have some thicker yarns, but it's mostly thinner yarns in like fingering weight yarns. So I'm gonna start here, and then we'll just get into it. So this is the start of it. I'm doing this in a granny square style, but with this one, unlike all the other ones, or the other 2 that I've done, I'm trying to incorporate different stitches. So I don't know if you can see this because the sun, but it's like traditional granny square and then like just double crochet. And then I'm transitioning back and forth, which means he's a little wonky, getting a little curvy, having a hard time with my tension with that. But there's that one. And then for the next color, I'm actually gonna use granny squares that I made a sweater and I hated it, and I deconstructed the sweater. So these are panels from a sweater I made forever ago, and I'm gonna use those for the next color in this tacky ass blanket. But when you're making a scrap blanket, it's really big on trust the process. This looks a bit of a mess. It doesn't look cohesive, but it won't. It's a tacky scrap blanket. That's all the fun in it. And I'm gonna have so many more colors to add to this, but I already love, like, especially the purple pattern. I think it's gonna look pretty good, but I've got this much left, and this changes colors. So here's where we're at right now. Ignore the little purple belly. I'm gonna have to block this on some level. Not exactly sure how, but I'm gonna have to. But I've planned out my next 3 colors, and that is glittery white, purple, and yellow. I think what I'm gonna do is yellow, white, purple, and then go from there to kind of tie everything together. It's tacky right now, and it's gonna be tacky when I'm done. That's the nature of these things, is they're tacky. I'm also realizing that as I'm 23, and it's occurring to me that even though I'm really enjoying editing long form videos, that because I was raised on short form, whether that be Vine, TikTok, now every app is short form video, that I don't know how to film long form. Everything is just like a transition. So that's fun. I'm getting frustrated with myself, but I mean, that's just part of the growth, right? Learning a new skill. You're not gonna knock it out of the park the first time, but that's just weird. It's weird transitioning from a lifetime of short form to be like, I'm gonna go long now. It's tricky. It's a learning curve for sure, but I'm figuring it out. But yeah, we're gonna start with the yellow. Is that what I said? We're gonna start with the yellow. Maybe not. Maybe white, yellow, purple. Anyways, those are the next 3 colors. Okay, so I picked out my next colors. I stopped on yellow, so I think I'm gonna do navy blue, this piddly amount of green, and then these 2 are from a crochet cardigan I took apart forever ago, and they're really thin, so I'm gonna do these together. And those are my next 3 colors. So let's get rocking. So look at that. We've got the green, and that's both pieces of yarn. It's going to look so cool. It's going to look so cool. But I'm going to continue crocheting, and then I'll show you when I'm done with this color. So I just went ahead and laid this bad boy out on the ground. We're at about baby blanket level right now, and here is the yarn I have left. Right now, I think my plan is to put on ugly orange and then start frocking some of these squares. I think I'm gonna do the blues and greens. Oh, I just knocked the pile over. But I think I'm gonna use the blues and greens for the next patch because I have a bunch of these, like green and red with the sparkles. But I'm afraid if I put those too close together, then I'm gonna have a Christmassy border, and that's not my goal, so I might hold on to one of these, maybe both of them for like bandanas. But we're getting closer. I don't know how much more I can film today because my fiance is on his way home and I can't wait to see him. But we're making a lot of progress. I mean, this is about 2 days of work. So I'm just gonna keep on cranking. Let's get her done. I have to be done. Like, I have to be done. I still have, it looks like more than it is, I think. But I have to be done. I kind of sprint crocheted all of this. So my neck hurts and my back hurts and my wrist hurts. So I did bust some of the stash, but for now I have to be done, and I'll have to finish it in another video after I take a crochet break. But that's gonna be it for this one, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, let me pick up my blanket. Let me pick up my blanket. Move, move, Denali, move. No! Feral.